Hey, what up world? So today we got a very special guest. I'm still in Kazakhstan right now in the city of Almaty, and I ran into the only other black dude, especially black American dude, in Kazakhstan and in Almaty. So go ahead, tell them about yourself.
Hey, what's up? My name is Tariq. I'm from New York City. Lived around the US a bit, and I wanted to learn Russian. So I came out to Kazakhstan to meet the people, to see the culture, and yeah, it's been a great time so far.
Okay, from New York to Kazakhstan, man, I can't even imagine that, bro. I know the first thing people ask you is like, what are you doing here?
Yeah, of course. You know, I'm sure same for you.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like, especially for New York cats, I feel like anytime a New York cat goes anywhere, they're like, but you left New York? Like, they can't process it, you know?
They really can't. No, so I mean, I think for me, it's kind of just, you know, seeing the rest of the world. Like I say, you know, the world is in New York. Everything in life, I think that people can search and want in life is there, you know. But there's more to life than just New York, of course, and I want to see that, you know, in my life.
Okay, great. Can you tell us a little bit about Kazakhstan and more specifically Almaty?
Yeah, so Kazakhstan is a great place. I've been here for about 5 months or so. It's a country in Central Asia, and history is pretty deep. The city is really beautiful. I mean, it has a lot of green to it. There's a lot of walking areas, and people have been very friendly to me. It's not crazy expensive. Yeah, I mean, it's overall a great place. I've had a lot of fun here. Met a lot of really great people.
Okay, outstanding. And how do you feel like the Kazakhstan people react to you? Because, you know, obviously you and I were both black men, and they don't see black men every day.
Of course. Yeah.
Maybe not every week even.
Yeah, so it's interesting. So I mean, it's a nice experience. I mean, you know, it depends where you go. If you travel a bit, you know, people stare a little bit, you know, because you look different. Some places you go, people look, you know, at you like, you know, like what's a person doing here, you know? But sometimes it's out of curiosity. Sometimes it's not like not an aggressive type of staring. Like sometimes in these states we even get like, you know, aggressive type staring. Here it's not aggressive type staring. It's more like,
I know what you're talking about.
It's like, what are you doing here? Like why? Like what? Like, you know, it's just confused. Like the people are curious.
Yeah.
So that's been my experience here. You know, I think it's been great. For example, one time I was walking through the park, and this woman, you know, was taking photos of her daughter who just graduated from college.
Okay.
And I was like, oh, you know, do you want me to take a photo of you and your family? She's, you know, and she's like, no, you come, you come in the photo. So
yes.
So it was me and 2 daughters in the photo taking a selfie, you know, and her other daughter was over there also who took like 3, 4, 5 photos. So I mean, I've had a really positive experience with people here, and I've been blessed to, you know, yeah, to see the city.
Yeah, that's been my experience as well, man. I found that like they are selfie crazy here. If they see a black dude, they're like, no, I need all my friends to know I seen a black dude. Like, come over here, get in this. Man, I'm on so many people's Instagrams right now. I swear, like, everybody like, who's the black guy? Who's the black guy? I wonder what the backstory is. Like, I wonder if they make up some like elaborate story. Like, yeah, this my homie from, you know, we rap together. He teaching me how to break dance, or you know, some kind of funny thing like that, man.
And sometimes the video's live too, right? They'll be like, oh, let me call my friend, and so they'll call their friend and be on video, like, hey, say hi to my friend. And it's like,
yeah, it's pretty wild. So if you come here, you know, if you walk through a mall or a park or any area with a lot of, you know, people just passing by you, expect to, you know, get smiles. Expect people to say, hey, selfie. Even if they don't know English, they know the word selfie. Like they'll just put their arm around you and, you know, start posing for the camera. So it's mainly love and curiosity out here.
That's what I was gonna say. The same thing. Yeah, it's you know, it's like curiosity, and it's very positive when they do this stuff. You know, it's like not like, oh, like, you know, you're like, yes, it's a lot of, it's love. It's all love.
Yeah, and it's refreshing because I've heard, you know, stories from people who've gone to other parts of the world, you know, where they don't see us, and people are a little bit more hostile and a little bit standoffish. But I haven't experienced that whatsoever here, as far as people, you know, trying to keep you at arm's length or anything like that.
Yeah, I agree.
So what about the nightlife scene here? I don't know if you're a party type of guy. Do you hit up any of the clubs out here?
I mean, the thing is, I know there's tons of clubs. There's tons of clubs, tons of bars. Shisha, hookah, you know, is very, very popular. So people, a lot of times, you know, smoke shisha. They drink tea. But you can pretty much get, you know, whatever you want in terms. If you like to go out for, you know, to clubs, you can do that. Bars, you can do that. You can do many different things. I think it's a very free in terms of going out at night. Me personally, I've been to one club so far.
Okay, which is the name of it? You can name drop right here. We're doing promotion right here on my vlog for this club.
It's called Avenue, and there's like 4 clubs like right next to each other.
Oh, word.
Yeah,
okay.
And so it's really nice. People dancing on the up has like multi-level. It's a pretty nice place.
Oh, all right. I haven't been to that one, Avenue. I went to there's one out here that's super foreigner friendly, I guess you would say. I'm gonna say the name wrong, but it's like Chutokla.
Oh yeah, I've been there too. Sorry.
Yeah,
Chukotka. Yeah.
Chukotka.
Yeah. This one. Yeah. Did you like this one?
Yeah, this one was interesting, man. So that one, it's got 2 floors and different DJs on each floor. So if you don't like the bottom one, you go upstairs, check out the other one. And there's no cover charge, and you'll run into other foreigners there, and people are expecting to see foreigners more or less, it seems like. So got a good reception there, and people really like to dance. If you come out here, bring your dance moves. Don't just be standing up against the wall, arms folded, me mugging people like you back in the East Coast or something like that.
No, that's true story.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. No, I forgot. Yeah, I've been there too, and the place is really good. Like, I had live music on a Saturday night, and people, like you said, everybody was dancing. The drinks were good. I had, upstairs they have a little bit of games you could play. So
yeah, that's right. They got the foosball table and everything.
Foosball table, yeah, and people just chatting, chilling upstairs too sometimes. So yeah, it's a good spot.
Yeah, most def. What else about Kazakhstan? Have you gone to any of the other spots outside of the city here? Have you been up in the mountains and stuff?
Yeah, I've been a couple times. I had a picnic out, in the mountains with some friends. It was pretty fun. We like hiked up like a mountain hill thing. We almost fell off. It was fun. And then also around Medeu. Yeah, I mean I've also been to Big Almaty Lake.
Okay.
It's a really beautiful. It's actually like they have a reservoir. It's like kind of where they held the water, but it's like runoff from the mountains.
All right.
And it's really beautiful. So it's a nice trip, and I think there's a lot of nice day treks.
Do people swim in the big lake?
No, you cannot swim.
Oh, okay.
So it's funny. So I went there with my friends. One was from Astana, which is the capital of Kazakhstan. Of course, people don't know. And then with my other friend from Japan, and they wanted to go down to the water.
All right.
And we knew we weren't supposed to go down to the water. So
they got close.
Yeah, so they got close. They were like right next to it. And we went there in the winter, and it was like just starting to melt.
All right.
And they went right next to it. They took photos. They right in the thing, and a soldier with like an AK walks over to us to say like, what are you guys doing here? Yeah. And so we had to show him our passports.
He didn't want a selfie. He was serious.
No, he was serious.
He had the stone face.
Yeah, and there was other tourists that were kind of doing the same thing. And they took their passports, but I guess because we were foreigners from where we were from.
Yeah, they gotta verify. They gotta check everything out.
Of course, but they gave the people, they let us go. So I mean, it was a nice experience. It was a beautiful place, okay. worth seeing. Yes.
Yeah, absolutely. I seen the pictures. They look amazing. What was I gonna say? Shit.
You can edit that out. It's okay.
Yeah. Now I remember. Okay, so. Wintertime, what is winter like here?
I've only been
because we didn't talk about the weather at all.
Yeah, the winter. So in Almaty, it's kind of like New Yorkish. I've been here in late February, so I came here like mostly for spring. Yeah, so like the late winter, and then springtime, and I've been here for like the summer so far.
Okay, so like around March is when you first got here?
Yeah, like
March, April?
Late February. Yeah.
How was the weather then in late February?
It was cold. It was like New York. It was snowing a bit, but it was bearable. This city is known for being really one of the most livable cities. The most livable city in Kazakhstan. And everyone says it's the best city in Kazakhstan, and I think it's true. I mean, I think this is a great city. Yeah, I mean the weather. If I have not been, like I said, in the dead of winter, but so far it's livable. If you're okay with New York, if you're okay with DC, weather, it's fine here.
All right. And what about summertime though? Because right now it's summer.
Yeah, I mean I lived in Florida too, and I think this is definitely like Florida, but less humid. So for me, this is okay.
Yeah. So what would you say it's about? What, like 88?
I checked the other day with my friend while I was walking around. It said like 90 degrees.
Okay, 90 degrees Fahrenheit. In case you're on that Celsius scale.
Yeah. Celsius, I think it's around 30, 32 degrees Celsius.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean to me, because it's not so humid, it's not so bad. But it is hot. So prepare if you're coming in the summertime. Be prepared to
Yeah, it's a full summer. You want to have shorts. You want to have short sleeves.
Exactly.
Yeah, you want to be prepared for that.
In the winter, you want to also dress for the winter because it does get cold, like it does in New York, DC, etc.
Okay. Yeah. And I don't want to get too personal on this vid, but do you have a girlfriend?
Right now, no.
Okay, so we can talk about this because I didn't want to get you in trouble because I want to be asking you about girls and then you be like, nah, I got my girl watching. Yeah. Nah, so what about the Kazakh girls? What do you think about Kazakh women?
Oh, they're amazing. The ones I met, they're really nice people. I'm very curious to meet foreigner people, and I think yeah, there's a lot of nice ones here. Yeah,
I noticed there's a lot of variety in the looks. Like you've got some that are kind of have a stereotypical Russian look, and then you have some that have a stereotypical Asian look. You know, like the East Asian look.
Yeah, I mean it's a diverse country. So there's Kazakh people, there's Russian people here, then there's people from other groups as well. So there's many ethnicities in the country. So I mean, you might think someone just looks Asian, but they might have other, ancestry roots also. Sure. So I mean, it's a very eclectic country.
Exactly.
And I think women are very beautiful, and I think that it's yeah.
I kind of look at it in some ways like the Asian version of the Dominican Republic, because
what do you mean?
Dominican Republic is a lot of Europeans and Africans mixed over centuries, and here it's a lot of Asians and a lot of Russians more or less mixed over centuries. So you've got the European side, and then you got the Russian. You got everything in between, just like DR. You've got black, white, and everything in between, the whole spectrum.
That's a great point.
So you kind of see that here.
Yeah, I definitely agree with you on that.
Yeah, and you got the Cuban roots, so you can definitely relate to that Caribbean melting pot.
Of course, I really like that about this city. People. Yeah, the diversity is something that definitely attracted me to the city also.
Absolutely. Well, I'm not going to hold up too much more of your time. This is a busy man on a mission. So anything you want to say before we get out of here?
No, it's been great. And, if you want to travel, you want to come to Kazakhstan, you want to go somewhere, go ahead. It's just a matter of planning and putting your heart into it. So thank you very much. I appreciate you having me.
Absolutely, man. All right. So that's going to wrap it up. You know what you got to do. You got to like, you got to comment. And you got to subscribe. You want to see the rest of these adventures. All right, y'all, be easy. 1.